And a call for unity against the backdrop of an escalating tariff war as the ASEAN Foreign Ministers Meeting opens in Kuala Lumpur. Bloc chair and Malaysia's Prime Minister Anwar Ibrahim warning that global trade is being weaponized, urging member nations to strengthen intra-ASEAN trade. The three-day meeting also includes talks with major trade partners, including the US, China, with PM Anwar preparing for tariff discussions with the US Secretary of State Marco Rubio.
This is no passing storm. It is a new weather of our time. Now, ASEAN must confront this reality with clarity and conviction. We must read the landscape clinically, speak with coherence, act with foresight. Our cohesion must not end at declarations.
Concerns over tariffs paramount as the Southeast Asian grouping meets with 6 member nations among the 14 countries singled out for more duties on exports to the US due the 1st of August. And for more, CNA's Melissa Goh joins us live from Kuala Lumpur. Melissa, tariffs front and centre for this meeting of foreign ministers of ASEAN. How is the Bloc preparing for these tariffs and pending tariffs as well?
Well, by staying calm, for starters, while trying their level best to further negotiations with the US bilaterally in the hope of closing a deal before August 1st, before the higher tariff kicks in. Now, 6 of 10 ASEAN member countries are gripped by export tariffs ranging between 25% and 40%. Now, Malaysia, who's host for ASEAN this year, its Prime Minister Anwar Ibrahim earlier said that he will speak with US Secretary of State Marco Rubio when he arrives tomorrow to meet ASEAN counterparts. But ultimately, it's up to President Trump, who's forever so unpredictable. Now, Mr. Anwar, in his opening remark, has also called on the Bloc to forge a united front, to deepen integration, buy more and trade more with each other, he said, and invest in each other's countries. Now, while enhancing connectivity, diversify and expand into non-traditional markets takes time, but any mitigation efforts takes time, and many of these countries, they do compete against each other, and that complicates matters from manufacturing to agriculture industries. Now, at a news conference this afternoon, Malaysia Trade Minister Zafrul Aziz said that there's still time. 3 weeks is a long time before August 1st deadline, and President Trump said he wants to correct the imbalances. He wants ASEAN countries that traditionally maintain a huge surplus with the US to buy more, invest in the US, and give US full market access. But there are just so many red lines, and many ASEAN countries just couldn't cross to protect its own industries and to address their own domestic and political concerns. Now, let's hear him out. Malaysia Trade Minister.
We are quite confident that there are these small issues that can be resolved, but there are big issues that may need diplomatic engagements as well. I have confidence that my counterpart will have the ability to see some of the reasons and to understand some reasons why we can't move on certain red lines, given the sensitivities that is peculiar to ASEAN or to Malaysia.
Melissa, of course, tariffs are front and center now, but of course, Myanmar has posed an issue for ASEAN meetings over the last few years. And of course, we have the more recent border dispute between Thailand and Cambodia. We have Malaysia's Prime Minister just before we crossed to you saying our cohesion must not end at declarations. So ASEAN has every reason to work together.
Indeed, Mr. Anwar said peace remains elusive in Myanmar, and he stressed that the confidence and trust among the ASEAN leaders cannot be taken for granted amid this ever-changing geopolitical and geo-economic landscape. Now, more than ever, ASEAN, he said, must maintain its centrality, which he described as the grouping's North Star. Now, both Malaysia Foreign Minister Muhammad Hassan and Indonesian counterpart Sugiono echoed similar points, reiterating the importance of unity among ASEAN countries in the face of heightened tensions and the superpower rivalries. And this is both US Secretary of State Marco Rubio and Chinese Foreign Minister Wang Yi set to arrive tomorrow here to meet with ASEAN counterparts. Now, lots of expectation, lots of interest in the air on the series of meetings happening tomorrow now as ASEAN navigate these tricky waters and try to stay above it all and not take sides and not to get caught in the crossfire.
Thanks. Melissa Gold there reporting live from Kuala Lumpur, where ASEAN foreign ministers are meeting.